Of reading with Mr. Eble, the Miscalculations Lightning Girl. We're going to be reading just one chapter today, chapter 38, because tomorrow we will be finishing this book. So after we're done the Miscalculation Lightning Girl, we may start with something a little bit more serious, the Handbook of Clinical Adult Genetics and Genomics, written by my wife. I'm not going to read that. So here we go. Chapter 38. I leave the pet hut with Pi in my arms, knowing he'll never see this place again. I shuffle my feet so that my journey from the door to the car is exactly 29 steps. I need the luck of a prime number. I slip into the back seat. Pi runs from window to window, almost happy. He doesn't get it. He lives in the moment, like all dogs do. Nana gets in the car. She turns the key, and the engine purrs. It's the only sound. She doesn't speak until we get on the road. How did you get to the shelter? I walked. Nana takes a deep breath. For a smart girl, sometimes you make dumb choices. Sorry. Think it's time you tell me what's going on, Nana says. Might not have a solution for you, especially if it has to do with math, but you'll feel better if you share your problems, I promise. This miscalculation has nothing to do with math, I say. We stop on a dead end road for Pi to do his business, and I tell Nana about the birthday party and about math class. She listens quietly. She doesn't even joke. I watch Pi, excuse me, I was getting emotional. I watch Pi gnaw on a stick. I don't want to go back to East Hamlin, ever. I get that, she says. I could go to the academy. I squeeze the leash tighter in my hand. Maybe, but that's not until January. It seems forever away. Anything beyond tomorrow feels like the next decade. I'm being selfish. I should be thinking about Pi. Only Pi. Not stupid Wendy. I don't get why Wendy would tell everyone. She screwed up, Nana says. Don't defend her. I pick up Pi and carry him back to the car. I don't want to hear Nana take Wendy's side. Nana gets in and starts the car. She doesn't say anything else about Wendy, but I'm ready with comebacks if she does. Wendy knew what she was doing. Wendy can't be trusted. Wendy never really was my friend. Wendy's a jerk. When we pull into the parking lot, Nana throws me an old blanket she keeps in the car for emergencies. We'll have to sneak him in, she says. Wrap him up, and he'd better not bark. He won't, I promise. I stare at Pi, begging him to agree with Nana's rules. I carry the wriggling blanket to the front door of our building. I'm trying so hard to act normal that I don't notice Wendy until she's a few feet away. Hi, she says, sitting on the steps. Her eyes are puffy, and she's pulled the hood of her sweatshirt over her head like she's hiding. I walk past her and don't say anything. Nana unlocks the door, and I go inside first. Come on in, Wendy, Nana says, not considering what I want. I tap my toe 3 times before letting Pi jump free from the blanket and onto our living room floor. His nose goes to the ground as he sniffs his new, temporary home. Are you adopting him? Wendy asks, sounding hopeful. She helps herself to hand sanitizer. No, he's only here for the night, Nana says. Where's he going tomorrow? That's my problem, I snap. Why are you here? She was definitely not invited. Nana gives me a hard look, but then leaves the room. She makes an excuse about needing a shower and warns me again to keep the dog quiet. I don't want you to be mad at me, Wendy says. She plays with the charm bracelet on her left wrist. Fine, I'm not mad at you. I lie. Wendy looks up at me. She knows I'm lying too. Yeah, you are, and I'm sorry. She says the last part really fast. Okay, you know what you said in math class? Wendy asks. How I used to matter? Yeah, I mattered to you, and I messed that up, and I don't know why I did what I did. She squeezes her eyes closed and takes a breath. You have to believe me that I didn't mean to hurt you and tell your secret. I wasn't thinking. Maybe it was all the candy, a sugar overload. Her stupid excuse makes my neck burn. I'm so sorry, Wendy continues. I'll make it up to you some way. You can't. I should say it'll be okay, but nothing feels okay. I never want to go back to middle school, and that's her fault. There must be something, she asks. There's not. You can't make this better. I walk out of the living room and into the kitchen. I fill a bowl with water for Pi, then wash my hands, scrubbing from my elbows to my fingertips in the hottest water. Pi spills more than he drinks. Wendy leans against the doorway. Her arms are folded across her chest. Can you please yell at me? Yell and scream and maybe throw something? Something soft, and then we can make up, okay? I don't want to. Yes, you do. She steps in front of me and grabs my shoulders. Just do it. No. Knock her hands away. Then do you forgive me? She asks. Fine, I forgive you. So we're friends again? No. She takes a step closer. But if you... You promised. You were my best friend, and you promised not to tell anyone. Just couldn't shut up for once. Wendy jerks back, and her mouth falls open. Pi scrambles between us. You try to get the other girls to like you by making fun of me, like I'm a joke. Look at the freak. I wasn't making fun of you, is that what you think? I was there. I know what you said. I clench my fists and my nails bite into my skin. It doesn't matter why. You broke a promise. Don't you get that? I stomp across the kitchen, open a cabinet, and slam it closed. Then I open another. Lucy, it does matter why. Her voice is soft. Whatever. Pull out a bag of Twizzlers. I don't give any to Pie or Wendy, even though both of them look at me with sad puppy eyes. You're my best friends. You're my best friend. I wanted them to like you, but all they ever got to see is your weird habits, the sitting over and over, the cleaning. I think your math tricks are totally cool. If I was a genius, I'd want everyone to know. So you broke a promise because, geez, I know I broke a promise, Wendy says, and I said I'm sorry. So sorry. Her shoulders fall like she's exhausted, and she takes a seat on a kitchen chair. I wanted them to be my friends, and you are friends. For a second, I almost believe her. Then I remember lying on the cot and hearing all the girls laugh. Why are we friends? She looks up. What? I don't understand. You've been nice to me since day one on the bus, which makes no sense at all, especially when I kept a secret from you for weeks. It was 65 days to be exact. Why would you want to be friends with me? She shrugs. I don't know, because you're a good person? She says it like a question, and I groan. What's wrong with being a good person? She asks. You never complain about my love of musicals or my causes. You don't try to change people. It's like you're only trying to understand people. I roll my eyes. I will never understand people. In algebra, you can solve an equation when you have one unknown variable. People are equations with dozens of variables, basically unsolvable. You're different, Lucy, Wendy continues. Yeah, I'm a freak genius, I mumble. That's not what I mean. Other kids care about clothes or what YouTube channels I watch. You only care that I use hand sanitizer. A lot of hand sanitizer. I think I may be developing a rash from overuse. I almost laugh, but stop myself by biting into a Twizzler. I guess you accept me for being me. She throws her head back. Ugh, I sound like a guidance counselor. You really do. So as a guidance counselor, I have to ask, is there really no way for us to be friends again? She asks as she bites her lip. I take a seat at the kitchen table. 3 times, of course. And I hand her a Twizzler. A smile spreads across her face. I wait for her to say something, but for the first time, Wendy Sitton is quiet. I give her another Twizzler, even though she hasn't eaten the first, and Pie puts a paw on my thigh. He wants one too. No dog shouldn't have candy, but this is like his last meal. Tomorrow he's going to animal control, I explain. Tomorrow he's going to be. No, we can't let that happen. We're going to fix this, she says. How? She pulls out her phone. I might not have a lot of good friends, but I have a lot of contacts. She starts dialing. Levi is the first number she calls. He's knocking on the front door 30 minutes later. Looks like we're having a party, Nana says when she lets him in. I'll make popcorn. Levi greets Pie with a tummy rub and some embarrassing kissy noises. I clear my throat and Levi looks up. Thanks for helping me out earlier. I want to say more, like no one else would have done that for me. Whatever, it wasn't a big deal. Maybe you're right, I say. He wrinkles his forehead. About what? Yesterday, you said I wasn't the first freak to feel out of place at school. Oh, yeah. He stands up. I play with my lightning bolt necklace. Do you really think this will blow over in 5 minutes? Maybe, but now people will probably call you Lightning Girl instead of the cleaning lady, which is actually cooler, isn't it? Definitely. Pie, not happy about the lack of attention, jumps up on me. Pie's right. Now's not the time to worry about my own drama. Can you update the blog post? I ask Levi. I hate writing, he pauses, but sure. Wendy keeps calling every number stored in her iPhone. Nana joins in too, contacting her bowling league pals and her coworkers. I try Uncle Paul. I've got the perfect dog for you, I say when he answers the phone. What? I have a dog for you to adopt. He's cute and smart and. Lucy, I can't have a dog. I knew it was a long shot. Do you know anyone who wants a dog? All my friends live in barracks. Not ideal for a pet, he says. Levi reposts the website with a new heading. This dog is on death row. I stare at the computer, waiting for a miracle. Every minute that ticks off the clock feels like a belt tightening around my gut. No one wants to adopt Pie. A friend of Nana's offers to call her daughter in Virginia to see if she's ready for a pet. She just moved into a big house over the summer, but that lead goes nowhere. It's after 10 when Nana drives Levi and Wendy home. They each say a final goodbye to Pie before leaving, but I can't watch. I pretend to be busy in the kitchen. I'll ask my mom to repost Pie's picture and information, Levi says as he stands in the front doorway. We'll find him a home. Thanks, I say. I don't get my hopes up. Levi's mom has posted about Pi before. I stay home with Pi while Nana drops them off. We go to my bedroom. Pi waits for me to sit, stand, sit, stand, sit before jumping into my lap. I click through the websites, hoping to find a last-minute solution. Maybe I should let you go, I tell Pi. You could survive in the wild, eating out of trash cans and wandering the streets. Then I think of the cat on the side of the highway. Like always, I end up on MathWiz. I send a quick apology to Numberlicious, but he or she still has me blocked. So I go into a forum for math homework help. I answer question after question, from elementary school math to calculus. Pi rests his head on my right forearm, making it hard to move the mouse. I keep working, even after Nana's home. Usually, solving the problems listed as difficult makes me feel better. Tonight, it's no help. Suddenly, a chat pops up on my screen. Squarehead 314. You're working late. Lightning Girl. Bad day. Squarehead 314. Sorry. Lightning Girl. Not all problems are solvable. Squarehead. True. Squarehead. Sometimes solutions take time. Lightning Girl. I'm out of time. Squarehead. Sometimes solutions take a team. I have a team. I have a great team. Squarehead. Let me know if I can help. You never ask for help. Lightning Girl. Thanks. Squarehead. Good night. I've been coming to the website for over 4 years, almost daily, and I've never once asked for help. There are some smart people here, but I'm a genius. Geniuses don't ask normal people for help. I rub Pi's back. I'm sorry, I whisper. He tilts his head. There's nothing I can do. This site isn't for selling old furniture or finding a plumber. I'd probably be banned for life if I wrote about Pi. I remember one guy last year asked people to sign a petition about coal ash being dumped in rivers. The guy was booted within an hour. My math friends can't help me. Pi stretches, then puts his head down. He doesn't look comfortable, awkwardly sprawled across my lap and chair, but he does look happy. Fine, I'll ask for help. I click on the logic problem forum and start typing in all caps. Help! I have an unsolvable problem. 57 days ago, I met a dog named Pi. Yes, Pi, as in 3.14159. I don't like dogs or puppies, but this fluffy beagle mix is definitely different. He's special, not just because of his cool name. He knows how to make a person feel needed. He doesn't care if you're smart or popular. He has no concern for personal space. Maybe most dogs are this way. Tomorrow, he'll be turned over to the Hamlin County Animal Control. He has cancer and is considered unadoptable. You can guess his fate. Mathematically speaking, it doesn't make sense to adopt this dog. His life expectancy is less than a year. Exact number of days unknown. His medical bills will be high, currently incalculable, probably hundreds of dollars. But if you care for him, pet him, hug him, and let him lie in your lap, Pi will love you back. And that can't be measured either. Sometimes numbers aren't all that matters. Please help solve this unsolvable problem. If you can adopt Pi, please call Animal Control at 8 o'clock a.m. If not, let others know. Please, 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 please help. Help find Pi a home, and I'll do your math homework for the rest of your life. I give the number for Animal Control, and I change my profile picture from a Fibonacci spiral to a selfie of me and Pi. A reply dings a second later. JGOM, you can't post that here. Sorry, it's an emergency. There are rules. We can't put our personal problems up. Numberlicious. Leave her alone. 2 plus 2. Where's Hamlin? Lightning Girl. North Carolina. 2 plus 2. Crap, I'm in Canada. Math Master. Frowny face emoji. The next few hours go like this. Some people complain I'm abusing the system. Some say they live too far away. Some offer to send money. None of these are solutions. At 2:30, I'm too tired to type anymore. I crawl into my bed in my clothes. Pi follows me. Do not lie on my pillow, I warn. We curl up together and don't move until Nana nudges me awake in the morning. So we are going to stop there, and we are going to finish Miscalculations Lightning Girl tomorrow. So students, keep working hard, keep taking care of each other. Most importantly, stay safe. And remember, range is the way.